Hey guys, today we're asking the question, is the Bank of America Premium Rewards credit card that just came out good value? So for starters, let's just take a very brief look at this card. We've already looked at it before in a previous video, but I'll briefly summarize it. It has a $95 annual fee. It has a 50,000 point sign-up bonus, no foreign transaction fees. You also get this $200 worth of statement credit in the first year, $100 annually for airline fees, and also $100 every 4 years for TSA PreCheck, global entry, etc. That's something that the Sapphire Preferred certainly doesn't have. And in terms of point earning, it earns 2 points per dollar on travel and dining, same as the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and it also earns 1.5 points per dollar on everything else. So it's basically equivalent to using the Sapphire Preferred with the Freedom Unlimited, which gets 1.5 points back per dollar on everything, and the Sapphire Preferred also has a $95 annual fee. So it's kind of competing in that range. And so would I say that this, on face value, is a comparable card to the Sapphire Preferred? I would definitely say no, because there are no transfer partners. You can just get cash back and book travel through Bank of America's own system. In my experience, having transfer partners always allows you to get better value. Those points with individual frequent flyer programs and hotel programs are normally worth more than the points of the particular bank. But I've actually never used Bank of America's travel booking system, so I may be wrong about that. Please comment if you've used it. What's your experience using booking travel through Bank of America? I'd love to hear your experiences with it. But we can't just take this at face value, because there is another quite interesting aspect to this card that I've talked about before, but I'll go into a bit more detail about it now. So basically, if you have certain amounts of money saved or invested with Bank of America, and this also includes Merrill Edge and Merrill Lynch. Merrill Edge is an online brokerage for investing in stocks and funds, similar to Charles Schwab, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, all those kind of things. So if you have certain amounts of money invested, you actually get better point earning ratios on this card. So if you have over $20,000 in a savings account or invested, you're going to be getting a 25% bonus on your point earning. So that 2 points per dollar on travel and dining, that becomes 2.5 points per dollar. If you have over $50,000 in Bank of America, Merrill Edge or Merrill Lynch, your platinum category, and you get a 50% bonus, so that's now 3 points per dollar on travel and dining. And if you have over $100,000 with them, you are platinum honors status. Ooh, doesn't it sound amazing? And you get 3.5 points per dollar on travel and dining, a 75% bonus on your point earning. And on the 1.5 points per dollar, that's also a 75% bonus too. So you're getting like, I don't know, 2.5? Over 2.5. I'm not good at math. That's a difficult math to do. Forget about that one. So I would say for people who have, $50,000 to $100,000 invested with Bank of America, I would say you're probably getting a good deal with this card. Forbes, they did an article where they compared someone with $100,000 in a Bank of America savings account with someone who had $100,000 with Ali Bank. And the Bank of America person was using the Premium Rewards cards, and the Ali Bank person was using the Citi Double Cash. And they calculated spending $8,000 a month on credit cards. And I was like, Forbes, like, what? What the hell? $8,000 a month on a credit card? This isn't an example for normal people, This person was putting, well, $8,000 a month. That's $96,000 a year they're putting on credit cards. I mean, the annual average household income in the US is like $50,000 to $60,000 a year. So how is this person managing to put $96,000 on credit cards? Their salary must be like $200,000, because they're not going to be able to do that with their rent or mortgage or whatever. So anyway, I know Forbes is probably aimed at rich people, so that's probably why their numbers are so high. But anyway, in this example, the Bank of America person only earned about $300 more than the Ali Bank and Citi Double Cash person. But if you look at the interest rate, they were using just a standard Bank of America savings account with a 0.06% interest rate. I would say to anyone, if you got $100,000 and you put it in a 0.06% interest rate savings account, you got something wrong with you. If you have $100,000, just invest it in the stock market. Like, invest it long term, put it in some index funds, track the market. The markets usually get around a 7% return when it's measured over many years. And so you can definitely get up to 7% return on that $100,000. So you can definitely get a bit of a better example of this than what Forbes did. I think you could be much, if you had your money invested right with Merrill Edge, with that brokerage, you would actually be getting a much better rate than the person who used Ali Bank and Citi Double Cash. And even if you use the worst interest rate of 1% at Ali Bank versus 0.06% at Bank of America, you still earn a bit more with the combination of this card and the $100,000 in savings. So would I recommend this card? Well, yeah, I definitely would if you're already a customer of Bank of America or Merrill Edge and you fit the requirements. I would say for the gold level, you're not getting really enough, significant enough increase in your rewards for it to be competitive against other credit cards that give better perks and rewards, like Chase cards or American Express. You probably notice on this channel I kind of veer towards Chase and Amex a little bit more than things like Bank of America or Capital One, etc. It's just kind of my personal preference. But if you have $50,000 and certainly the $100,000 invested with Bank of America, I would say, yeah, I would recommend this card. 3.5% back on travel and dining. That's better than the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and you're paying a lower annual fee. So it's kind of a no-brainer. I really would recommend it for people who have the $100,000, and maybe if you have the $50,000, it might be worth it for you, but certainly investors that have $100,000, yes, go for this card. 3.5% back on travel and dining. That's awesome. So it is a good deal if you have a large amount of money invested. And that's great for Bank of America's loyal customers because, Forbes pointed out in their article that you're often seeing promotional deals for new customers, and long-term loyal customers often feel left out. And this is kind of a deal for them. It's like a card that you can get that's really going to give some great perk to customers that have a lot of money invested. So that's my take on it. What do you guys think about this card? Are you going to get it? Please leave your comments below. As always, please subscribe if you're new. Give this video a like. We'll see you next time with more credit card tips and tricks. Bye.